Why hello there. I'm glad you've clicked on this video for a very special occasion. This is something that I never expected I would buy. If you asked me a year ago, or even just a few months ago, the thought would have never come across my mind. As you can probably tell by the shape and the title of the video, is a vinyl. I never buy music physically. I barely buy games physically nowadays, so that alone is something very new to me. But also, vinyls in particular, I've never had much interest in. I appreciate the aesthetic, but I don't have a vinyl player. And yet, I have purchased this. I just really need to underscore how insane it is, how surreal it is for me to be here in this moment about to unleash the Kraken known as K-pop Demon Hunters, the official vinyl. It's some version of it. There's like multiple editions, I guess. I think I got the most expensive one because this film has just about taken over my life. Some of you might know, because there's a video on it, I watched this film for the first time in theaters. The sing-along events, the limited sing-along events, that is when I chose to finally watch it when I would not be able to sing along. It was very bold, but it paid off because I was just completely infatuated with the whole experience. I did make a little progress. I didn't think it'd be this simple. You just have to cut the tape, and then it's over. So technically, I'm not truly unboxing it, but let's just pretend. Whoa, my gosh. Here it is. Oh my gosh, it looks so freaking cool. I love the art in general. It's just very colorful. The color palette's just it's so whimsical but gentle, you know? I've always been a big fan of this art in particular, so it's just another reason for me to like buy this. It's like, not only do I just love the film and the soundtrack, but just the art. Like, I don't even need to play the vinyls. It's fine. But just having this as a tribute and just as a nice thing in my room that I can look at and feel happy. So the funny thing about this is that I ordered this shortly after I went to see the film in theaters. And initially, it was supposed to arrive in November. But out of nowhere, I get this email like, oh, it's shipping now. And I'm like, okay. So I'm assuming they pushed up the release date, or maybe it wasn't that accurate to begin with. Whatever the case being, I'm glad I have it now. But it has been enough time that I kind of forgot what it comes with, so we're gonna read this sticker right here. It says it comes with an exclusive fold-out poster, which I'm not sure what that's gonna look like, but that's very cool. Also, photo cards, 3 of 12. We will not be collecting all 12. I'm sorry to break it to you. Here's the back. It just kind of shows side A, side B. Pretty simple, right? Oh! Let's go. You have the animals in the corners. So cute. The vinyl was made in Mexico, if anyone was wondering. Now, part of me was thinking that I should just keep it like this, you know, not unseal it, keep it as pristine as possible, but this is actually a picture disc vinyl. I chose to buy it because I like looking at things. And I know, look, here's the thing. I looked this up. I know some of y'all die-hard vinyl fans are really against picture discs because the quality isn't as good or whatever. It's just like an aesthetic thing. But I've already stated I have no plans to listen to this on a vinyl player because I don't currently own one, so it's not really that important to me. Whenever I fall in love with something, I fall in love really hard, and I want to support it as much as I can. I'll get into it a bit soon, but just everything this film represents to me, you know, in its themes, its creators, the talent behind it, of course, just the whole plot and characters. It just really resonated in a way where, yeah, you know, I am gonna get the most expensive version of this vinyl. Why not? Just want to make sure I don't mess anything up. Ooh, so this is the city It's not the specific scene, but it reminds me of like towards the end where the city gets dark. I can't see if I'm getting a good shot of it, but hopefully you got it. We're about to see the 3 photo cards, okay? First one, Bobby. You know what? Bobby truly represents me right now, so that's okay. Next one. What is this? No way! I got 2 Bobbies, and that shouldn't even be allowed! That should not be allowed! Are you serious? I feel like a fake fan because I genuinely, unlike Bobby, I feel like a fake fan because I don't really know what this is exactly. I haven't rewatched the whole film. So this is the fold-out poster. Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. Huntrix, of course, going against Genu, and these are just random demons, right? I don't know if these are like specific demon designs from the film, but there they are. And on the back, it has basically all the credits, you know, for each song. I just saw Rumi, and then I saw Mira, and I'm like, oh great, but then her hair is really long here. Maybe I won't hang it up, because I'm not trying to have this Zoe erasure, okay? Zoe, you know, my favorite has always been Rumi, because I'm a basic bitch. But Zoe's been climbing up. Every time, she just has so many funny moments, and I just love her personality. This right here must be the actual vinyl. Oh yes, this right here. So this art is so fucking sick. I wanted to get the full version of this. You can get like a whole poster on Netflix. I love this art. It's so cool. It's so freaking cool. And on the back, you have Genu. Just, you know, ruminating. Having one of those days. Very relatable. First time ever even touching a vinyl, quite frankly. Side number 1. There's Zoe. Huntrix. Looking so pretty. Look how glamorous they are. No, honestly. Would you stan? Anyone who said no, I don't even know why you're here. And then, of course, on the back, we got the Saja Boys. Oh, that reminds me. Public apology in the video where I talk about going to the theater. Public apology for saying the Soja Boys. Because Saja Boys, but then Soda Pop. Soda, Saja. My bad. So there you go. That is the K-pop Demon Hunters Picture Disc Edition vinyl. Hopefully I didn't miss anything about it. Here's the back again, just in case you forgot. But ultimately, this video, this is a very simple unboxing, right? But it was just an excuse for me to talk about K-pop Demon Hunters again, because it really has been a hyperfixation for almost 3 months now. I think the best way I can describe it, when I am trying to make a video, like even if I don't fully decide if it's just like a possibility, what I'll do is I'll write my thoughts in my iPhone notes, and it tends to be very long. Like for example, I did the Trails in the Sky video recently. Check that out if you'd like. That had a lot of notes, just so many that like it's kind of a pain to just go through. And I did the same exact thing for K-pop Demon Hunters. Literally like after I watched it, for the following, at the very least, week, but it was certainly more than that. At the very least a week, I would just add notes about my thoughts about certain themes, certain scenes, each song and its lyrics. There's just so many thoughts that I have about it, and just so many things I appreciate about the film. And, you know, like I said before, whenever I really love something, I want to be able to appreciate it as much as I can. That comes in the form of buying things to support it, but also just expressing those thoughts. And I've done that on this channel many times with things that I love. But the difference is, I don't think I'm gonna make that video about K-pop Demon Hunters, which might be a shame to you. I just have this feeling that the world has plenty of videos about K-pop Demon Hunters, you know? It's not really something that's there's a demand for, there's not really a need for it. It's just, it's already there. There's already a surplus. You don't really need me to talk about it, right? But despite knowing that, I still just have a shitload of notes about it because that's just how much it's not just like a catchy film. It's not just a fun film to me. Like I really resonated with it. And just to kind of dive a little deeper, maybe some of you will relate. I was listening to the soundtrack over and over and over every day since I watched it. It was kind of crazy. It was to the point where I even did the soda pop dance. I'll put that in the description or the comments, just somewhere down there. I don't want to play the whole video now because it's like low-key embarrassing. Like I can't see her right now, but just me editing the video, watching me right here next to myself doing the dance. It's like second-hand, almost third-hand embarrassment, you know? But yeah, it wasn't just the music though. Like I would look at interviews. I love all the actresses of Huntrix, and I'm talking like both the singers and the voice actresses. I love all of them. They're so cute. And they all like match their character. Obviously they're their own people, but like it just makes so much sense. It just worked out really beautifully. That was actually the first live performance of Golden on everyone's favorite Jimmy Fallon. So please check that out if you haven't. If you love Golden, if you can't get it out of your head, maybe watching Jimmy Fallon will help you a little bit there. It wasn't just the reaction clips. It was also just clips of the film. You can actually find just clips pretty easily. The whole film obviously isn't available legally on YouTube, but there's plenty of clips that you can pretty much just almost experience the entire film that way. And that's what I did. I would rewatch certain scenes. Some of you might know. September, I started having some health issues, and I'm still dealing with them, and I'm probably gonna deal with them for at least another month. So, yeah, that definitely affected things. For a few weeks in September, I didn't really listen to the soundtrack because I was just, you know, caught up in everything I was dealing with. But it would still play in my head, don't get me wrong. It was still something I would think about, but in terms of re-experiencing the soundtrack or the film, it just never really happened. But the funny thing is, the day before I got the shipping email, which again, I did not expect was happening, I just popped open my Spotify. I just haphazardly stumbled into my K-pop Demon Hunters playlist. And again, I listened to one song, then I listened to another song, then the next song, then the next song. It's just such a easy soundtrack to go through. At least for me, I can just... It's very hard. It's very hard to just listen to just one song. I was doing whatever I was doing, and then listening to the soundtrack. But when Soda Pop came on, I would get up and then do the dance that I know how to do now. I just had to do everything and anything to convey to you just how much this film has impacted me. Definitely out of every sort of fictional media this year, this has had the highest impact on me. No doubt, there's just not really a comparison. If somehow you've gotten this far and you haven't watched it, I really recommend it. Like, at worst, it's a fun movie, but at best, it's a very validating movie. You know, not just for Asian people. I think Asians, not just because it's about K-pop. You don't have to like K-pop to like this film. And also just as a queer person, you know, everything that Rumi was going through, I'm not saying it was some sort of allegory, but it really hit. It really hit, especially that, I'm not going to spoil the movie, but, you know, what she says to Sailene at one point. It's not some sort of, like, masterpiece narrative or anything like that, but it's just, like, it's simple yet effective. I mean, just look how it has affected children, right? I would not have expected this film. A very Asian, this film is so Asian. Normally, that is not something you would expect to be so popular and mainstream, especially to all these little kids. But here they are. It makes me so happy. Like this, I know it sounds so stupid, like maybe this shouldn't be a factor, but its success makes me love it more. Because just the fact that, oh, it's not just me. It's not just Asian people. It's not just K-pop fans. It's also just your average person really embracing a lot of Asian culture and Asian humor and the animation and all that. That just makes me really happy. I think that's all for now. I don't want to keep rambling because then I'll get into like spoilers and all that, which I don't want to do because I know there's at least one person watching this who has not watched this, and that's bad, because you should fix that. It's a very special film. I'm not saying it'll change your life like it has mine, but at the very least, it's gonna be really fun, and it's gonna be really catchy, especially if you like Asian people. If you appreciate Asian people and our culture and everything that we do, that is the biggest outcome. That's the biggest conclusion that I have reached throughout all of these random thoughts that I just threw at you. Okay? Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Unfortunately not for about K-pop Demon Hunters, but hopefully this will suffice. Have a good rest of your day, good rest of your night, and yeah, bye-bye now.